Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is still Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. I'm back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I am outside the port, just pulled out my last load heading to Walmart. So I want to go on, record this video while I still got a little sunlight. So I appreciate again y'all tuning in. And this topic, I was I saw a post on Facebook earlier, right? So I was gathering my thoughts. I saw it like this morning, but I was gathering my thoughts throughout the day, like what I want to say about it, because it's a big deal to me, because I'm a family-oriented type of guy, right? I always have been. Even though I didn't have my original family with me, I was adopted, and I was the only child in that adopted family. So I never really had the family unit, with the sisters. Even though I got two sisters by my mom, and two sisters and a brother by my father, were my sperm donor. And they're in California, and my two sisters are here in Mobile. And I got cousins and what have you. But I wasn't raised with them. But I always longed and wanted to be, because the neighborhood I grew up in, I looked at other kids, and I grew up in the 70s, right? So the black family was kind of still somewhat intact, but it was falling apart. It began in the 60s, I believe, falling apart. And I'm going to tell you what started in the 60s and then got us to where we are now. To where I see the black family is pretty much on its last leg, on the brink of extinction, no longer existing. The black nuclear family with, husband, wife, kids, same house, until death do them part. That's pretty much extinct. And we're going to go on a little journey how it got from where it was to where at one time in the black community, just about every household had a mother, father, and kids, unless something happened to the father. Like unaliving or something. But it wasn't him leaving, abandoning them, or just pump and dump and get somewhere. But once upon a time, now they still had unprotected, getting down. They still had getting down before marriage and all that. They still made mistakes, right? But back then, if you messed around and got pregnant, you had your little girlfriend, because back then there was girlfriend and boyfriend. It wasn't just no random one-night stand on a regular, like it is now. I want none of that. You had to, even during my time, and it was even stricter before I was born. They had to date, be in a relationship. The boy had to come over and meet the girl's parents. The father, the mother, he had to come meet the parents before he date the daughter. I know that sounds prehistoric to y'all. That's the right word. Like, what? Meet the parents? What parents? My girl ain't got no parents. Yes. Once upon a time, if you was a male, you in high school, what have you, you want to call her on the phone. It wasn't no going, you went out on a date, the parents took you to the movies. But you had to meet the father and the mother before you went anywhere with that girl. Right? How do we go from that to this? Because even back then, sometimes they would sneak and mess around and the girlfriend get pregnant. But back then, it wasn't we wasn't having no bastards. They got married if she ended up pregnant. Anybody born in the 70s or before, y'all know what I'm talking about. It kind of ended in the 70s. But like in the 60s, the 50s, or what have you, and before then, my mom told me about that. If you got pregnant, you got your girlfriend pregnant, y'all got married. 17, 18, whatever. You got married before that baby came into this world. Didn't have to worry about no child support and all that because y'all were going to get married, buddy. Sure did. The son's mom and the daughter's mom and parents or what have you, father. They all was in an agreement. They get married. We don't do that. Not in the black community, not back then. I know y'all find that hard to believe, but I look at the state we're in now. That's why I say we damn near extinct. The black family is pretty much over with. Not saying there's no black families left. There's still a handful of them. We still hanging on by a thread. We still have some black households where you have the mother and the father and the kids still in the same household for now. And that's what I'm talking about. We're heading to the point to where we ain't gonna have none. Well, it's like that in the white folks. I ain't talking about white folks. I'm talking about black folks. What am I? I ain't talking about what the other folk do. Now let's get into what happened. What led us to where we are now with a black family pretty much extinct like the dinosaur. The black family is a handful of years away from being totally extinct. I ain't say black people. Oh, we gonna keep on knocking boots and bringing kids into the world. That ain't gonna stop until Jesus come back. I'm talking about the black family, which is important for a group of people to thrive. Any group of people that don't have a nuclear family intact will not last. Any race, any group, what have you, that's why the black community, the black people, were devastated. Because we don't have a black family anymore. We don't have a nuclear family anymore in the black community. So, therefore, the black people in America, no unity. The unity is taught and began at home. A unified family. Father, mother, kids. You don't have that, you ain't gonna have no unity outside the home. Because unity is not being taught inside the home, you ain't gonna have it outside the home. So the black community, overall as a whole, is divided. Now let's get into what happened. We're gonna go back to the 50s, 60s, somewhere up in there. That party y'all love so much, that you think love you, that you don't believe is racist. It's just the Republicans that are racist, not the Democrats. They ain't racist. In the 50s, full of white folks, but you got black folk nowadays that thought or just think the racists are only the Republicans, not the Democrats. We going back to the 40s, 50s, and 60s. During that time, racism was at an all-time high. But yet some of y'all believe, as black people, that the Democrats loved us. That the Democrat Party was down for the black community. It was the Democrat Party that didn't want the slave free. It was the Democrat Party that fought against civil rights. So when all these things still came to pass, when the slaves were still freed, when civil rights were still passed, you think those racist Democrats gave up on destroying the black community? No. They figured out another way. They came through the back door on us. They knew. Destroy the nuclear family, you destroy the people. Whatever group of people you're going after, it don't matter who it is, Chinese, whatever. You start with destroying the family. You destroy the family, you destroy the people. So those conniving, wicked Democrats came up with policies. Since they couldn't destroy us with slavery, they couldn't destroy us with Jim Crow and all the other stuff they believed in back then that y'all modern day Democrat, black Democrat, don't want to accept the truth that the party you love don't love you. As a matter of fact, they fought tooth and nail to keep their foot on your neck. Now all of a sudden, y'all believe they're the party for the black peoples, and the Republicans are the racists. I'm not saying the Republicans are not racist. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying your beloved Democrats are just as racist, if not more. As a matter of fact, I think they're more. The Republican Party didn't destroy the black community. So if they are racist, they're not the ones who did us in. We ain't been following up behind the Republican Party all our lives. They didn't destroy us. The party who we've been sucking up to, depending on, giving our blind loyalty to, they the ones who destroyed us. So, when slavery didn't do it, Jim Crow didn't do it, they decided to destroy the family. Destroy the family, which is the head. You destroy the body. The head of any group of people is the nuclear family. You destroy the head, you destroy the body. The head is the family, the body is the community. Take away the head, take away the body. Head is the family, the body is the community of those people. Follow me now. So they came with policies that encouraged the man to leave the home. They didn't make him leave. He was encouraged, to leave. Encouraged the black woman to get rid of the man out the household. Infiltrated her with the white feminist movement. As the white woman was rebelling against the white man, the white woman recruited the black woman in her fight. The white man was oppressing the white woman. The black man didn't have no power to oppress nobody. But the black woman was convinced by the feminists, which was white. Your man oppressing you. You need to join us and fighting back against the men. Standing up against these low-down, dirty men. You know, the men who made everything run, the men who built everything. We need to rebel against them. Aren't you tired of taking orders? Being under his watch, under his care, under his rule? Yes, he take care of everything you need, but ain't you tired of that? Don't you want to do it yourself? So you ain't got to answer to him? So that was pumped into the black woman's head. Democrat policies, feminism. Voila, we then got the ball rolling to destroy the black family. Now, as the man leaving the house, the black man, over time, like evolution, it evolved to a point to where the black man was completely out of the black home. Still having the kids, but just wasn't in the household no more. Plan number one. Now, once that was in place, they came with a, as Tupac say, crack came and it rocked us. It wasn't poverty. It wasn't being poor. It wasn't none of that. Because since we've been in America, black people have always been poor, but we still were tight-knit, loving, hard-working community that respected each other. No matter how hard times were, no matter what we went through, slavery, Jim Crow, no matter what, the black community was still tight-knit, still respected each other, and we still were safe in our own communities. Black people were safe at one time in the black community. We're no longer safe in our own neighborhoods. The only time black people had to be careful is when we went outside the black community into the other people, the other people. Then we were in trouble if we got caught after dark, sundown time, But inside the black community, no matter what black community you went to, as a black person, you were safe at one time. Not anymore. When the crack hit, that was the nail in the coffin. Yes. Look at our communities, black people. Before and after that stuff hit. And if you live before it came through and after, you'll notice the big difference. There's always been other, narcotics. They tried many others. No matter what else they tried, they pumped plenty of narcotics in our community. None of it was able to accomplish their mission. We still held tight through, I can't name all the different narcotics, but y'all know what they're, the H word, the pills, whatever. None of that was able to totally take us down. They gave it one last shot. They threw a haymaker and came with that baking soda, and the rest is history. When they did that, the black community went from a thriving, beautiful place to be to a hellhole in a 10-year span. The whole country, every black community, because it was contained in the black community for a long time. Throughout the whole country, every black community went from sugar to shit within 10 years. A whole group of people were damn near destroyed, wiped off the planet. Still were living, but inside were dead. Destroyed, separated so many families. So now, here we come, and as black people decide, hey, we're gonna battle back from that. So what do they do? Or what do we do? You get the man and the woman to despise each other, to battle against each other. Hence, you got this red pill stuff, women ain't this, women ain't that. But what the devil does, he takes a little bit of truth and sprinkle it in with a lot of lie. It's true that some women ain't ish in the black community. It's true that some men ain't ish in the black community. The devil will take that little truth, mix it up in a pot, and throw it out like it's everybody. All the women ain't nothing. All the black men ain't nothing. Now we don't trust each other. Now you got black men feeling they have to go all out of the country to find a woman worth being with, because we were convinced by design that there's not one black woman worth marrying and having a family with. Even me, I'm guilty of falling for it. But I'm coming around to believe it. And I tell y'all, even though y'all buck against me, Big Ward, I don't agree with you on that, Big Ward. Ain't none of these 304s nothing. When I try to tell you, hey, I've discovered that there still are some good women, some good black women to marry. Big Ward, I can't agree with you on that. I tell the women, there's still some good black men out here. We ain't all dogs and hoes. Deadbeat dads that don't like y'all, hate you, despise you. We ain't all on the down low. I try to tell the women that. Nah, Big Boy, nah. So it's an uphill battle, I know. But that's what happened. That's what happened. Now they got us, as y'all see with your own eyes, the black man, black woman battling against each other. Don't trust each other. Despise each other. Don't even know why. It was part of an elaborate scheme, a plan. Executed masterfully. Last but not least, abortion. Abortion. Nobody has more abortions in America more than black women. Even though black women make up only a very small percentage of the American population, you get the most abortions. And y'all running around here finna vote for a woman because she fighting for you to continue to commit genocide on your own people. And you believe she for you. You talking about I'm with her. Her main running point, a woman's right to choose, which was the black woman. She was fighting for you black women to be able to continue on with the Democrat plan to neutralize the black family. And I'm trying to tell y'all this, and y'all hate me for it. I'm trying to tell you about this plan they devised against us, the Democrat. I'm a sellout Uncle Tom Coon. Because I figured this out before you did. But y'all gonna eventually figure it out too. I ain't gonna be by myself. It's more and more of us that woke up to what really happened. More and more of us that woke up and understand where Planned Parenthood come from. Who was behind it? Margaret Sanger. What was her mission? To destroy them colors. That's it. That's all. Abortion was not for any other people but us. And just like every other weapon, it was designed to neutralize the black family. What better way to do that than to have a man and a woman not dealing with each other? And when you do deal with each other, you create a seed, kill it. A master plan. Diabolical. Y'all can't understand why I hate the Democrats. But those who know what I know, you hate them too. They're evil and wicked. Y'all around here, black women, hating your own man for voting for the black community by voting against the Democrat. Y'all voting for abortion. Do that make any sense to y'all? Yes, it do. You're brainwashed. The black woman, listen to this imposter, Kamala Harris. She's an imposter, pretending to be black. But you never saw her when she out and about on stage or whatever. How often did she bring her true family out with her? I ain't gonna go back into all that. I see what it was. She was an imposter. She was doing their bidding. A woman's right to choose. That was all she had for you. Vote for me, and I'm gonna make sure you still able to unalive them black babies before they born. We can't have your community joining back together as a nuclear family. Too much power in that. We can't let y'all have no power. And you really think the Democrat for you. That's what happened to the black family. That's why we're on the verge of extinction. The black man and the black woman despise each other. Not even willing to listen to each other's point of view. And they only parade out for everybody to see. The worst black woman and the worst black man. They put Sexy Red and all them in front of us to make it seem like that's all the black women that's out here. They put Pookie and Ray Ray in front of you on TV, what have you. So you would think that's the only black men out here. Therefore, I'm not gonna marry that. She's saying I'm not gonna marry that. He's saying I'm not gonna marry that. I'll just have to fly overseas and find somebody. Not knowing a woman is a woman, no matter what race. And some white guys will tell you, they women, the white woman ain't no better than the black woman. For somehow we've been convinced that we'll do better going to pick another group of women. She's better than our woman. You better ask those groups of men how much love they have with their own woman. But hey, they probably gonna flag this video. I'm still gonna upload it. This is no knock against any other group of people. But you're a fool if you don't love your own. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't talk no other against racism, white people loving white people, black people love. I don't have no problem with that. I just don't believe in hating another group. Ain't nothing wrong with loving your own kind. Just don't hate the others. That's the problem I have. The people that hate, I don't do no hating. We don't do that over here. But I love mine though. I care about the survival of my species, my group. That's nature. All other species of life believe in that, but we ain't supposed to do that as human beings. Y'all crazy. Love y'all. Get it, got it good. Bye.